let's get started using my homemade deck. Message for the collective, please, Spirit. What would you like the collective to know at this time? The number 44. Okay, you may be seeing number 44. Okay, an energetic upgrade, fluctuating emotions, heightened sensitivity, adjusting to new, higher frequencies. Chakra blockages are clearing, allowing energy to flow more freely. Every upgrade aligns you to your highest potential. Your consciousness is elevating. Increased synchronicities in multiple forms and ways, including number synchronicities. Okay. Shall we look up 44? 4 I usually associate with stability. Root chakra, the Emperor in the Tarot. Firm foundations. Also, connection to the angelic realms. The number 44 symbolizes stability, hard work, spiritual guidance, and the building of strong foundations in life. The number 44 is considered a master number in numerology. I've heard it. My understanding is that the master numbers are 11, 22, and 33. The others are called power numbers. So 44, 55, 66, 77, etc. Okay, but let's move on. Amplifying the energy of the number 4, which represents practicality, discipline, and building solid foundations in both the physical and spiritual realms. Let's skip down. Angelic guidance. Seeing 44 repeatedly is interpreted as a message from guardian angels or spiritual guides. It signals that you are supported and protected and that your efforts are recognized by the universe. This number encourages you to maintain focus, stay disciplined, and trust that your hard work will lead to long-term success. It also reminds you to release negativity and embrace positive energy to enhance your spiritual and emotional well-being. So, being mindful of where you're directing your energy. Okay, manifestation and abundance. The number 44 is strongly associated with manifestation. It suggests that your intentions and actions are aligned with your higher purpose and that you are capable of attracting financial stability, career success, and personal fulfillment. By staying grounded and disciplined, you can harness the energy of 44 to manifest your goals effectively. In love and relationships, 44 represents loyalty, stability, and commitment. It encourages building strong foundations with your partner and nurturing trust and communication. For singles, it signals preparation for meaningful connections and emphasizes self-growth before entering a committed relationship. So that makes me think of as within, so without. Getting stable within ourselves first. Building that firm foundation energetically first. And perfection isn't expected of us. We don't have to be perfect. And what is a perfect human? Before magnetizing meaningful relationships, connections in our lives. Intention is very crucial. What is your intention? Where are you focusing your energy? But perfection is never expected of us, and there really is no such thing as a perfect human. The logical mind, the ego, strives for perfection. Unconditional love does not require perfection. It requires no conditions. That we exist, that is enough. And that's one of the major realizations that we're here to realize. We are enough already. More than enough already. Okay, so strong emphasis on self-worth, self-love. Building a firm foundation within us first. To allow aligned energies, aligned connections to enter our lives. To feel worthy, to know that we are worthy innately. To experience beautiful, loving relationships. Okay, so this makes me think of self-worth. 5 of Pentacles. And in the energetic upgrade card, we already mentioned chakra blockages are clearing, allowing energy to flow more freely. So one of the chakras that are being balanced at this time makes me think of the root chakra and your solar plexus. Feeling worthy of receiving love. Feeling worthy of receiving in general. This is the 3 of Pentacles, yeah. Feeling worthy of receiving meaningful connections. And also the 3 of Pentacles can mean recognition. I think did we read about that earlier? In reading about 44, something about recognition? I do not know. Receiving recognition. So that makes me think of, yes, there's a strong theme of self-worth here. Receiving not only physical connections, but how about receiving compliments? Do you feel comfortable when people compliment you? And do you feel open enough to bestow compliments to others? Allowing the inflow and outflow of energies to flow more freely. That makes me think of the 6 of Pentacles, also the Justice card. Look at that, the Sun card. Yeah, energetic upgrade. A clearing is happening. This makes me think of allowing energy. You're learning to allow. Being more open, receptive. So also changing your mindset, shifting your mindset from a mindset of lack, scarcity, limitation, and fear to a mindset of growth, happiness, fulfillment, freedom. 10 of Wands. Releasing. Burdensome thoughts and feelings. Untethering yourself from heavier, denser feeling energies. Knight of Cups. Okay, we did read about love and relationships, I think. The 5 of Cups. Okay, yep. Opening up your heart to receive love. The advice too, remain grounded in the present moment, but forward facing. Instead of focusing on past disappointments, past energies that no longer have a place in your present reality, that are no longer aligned with who you are, how you came and what you came here to express. This is your true self. This is your true self. Not these energies. They served you in the past for a time, but they're not meant to be the predominant energies as you continue to live out this current incarnation. You're here to expand. Her arms are raised. You're here to expand, to realize your potential rather than remaining confined, limited. Page of Swords. Itchy throat. The 2 of Pentacles. What would you like to say about the Page of Swords? The Wheel of Fortune. You may receive an idea. Leading to financial freedom. King of Swords. Nine of Pentacles. That's material stability, financial independence. Seven of Pentacles. Six of Cups. What would you like to say about the Six of Cups? Your perspective, your shifting perspective is creating your reality, is creating your abundance. You're rewriting through your thoughts a different life. Three of Cups. You're also manifesting your soul tribe. This makes me think that perhaps as a child, you were quite lonely as a child. You may have had a rich inner life. You loved using your imagination. You may have had a loving pet companion or an imaginary friend, or likely they weren't really imaginary, but they were companions in the non-physical realms. Cosmic companions, this makes me think. Once you unite with members of your soul tribe, it may feel like being a child again, in the best sense of that meaning, that phrase, feeling like a child again. Meaning feeling playful, exploring your imagination, creating through your imagination, creating with aligned souls. Creating a great adventure with your soulmates. Page of Cups. Potential love is coming as well, romantic love. We already saw the Knight of Cups. Now we're seeing the Page of Cups. Someone who's very young at heart, so you'll have a lot of fun together. What is the King of Swords energy? What would you like to say about the King of Swords? Ace of Swords. Okay, yeah. So you're very intuitive. So I think we mentioned that you may be receiving an idea leading to, okay, so now that makes me think spiritual and material prosperity, looking at the Two of Pentacles. Or doing something using your spiritual gifts, your intuitive gifts. You're looking at the Ace of Swords. Sharing of your wisdom. So that makes me think of teaching, being a teacher. Not necessarily in a traditional sense, although that is possible. Not necessarily in a traditionally academic setting, like in a school, university, etc., classroom. But we teach in a multitude of ways. So you'll figure that out. You will express. It will happen organically. Perhaps you're already teaching in some respect. So that makes me think, well, of the Hierophant card, but also, yes, you may have a personality or an energy about you where a lot of people do trust you and come to you, may look to you for advice. I'm seeing this owl on the King of Swords card. You're very wise. Makes me think that you have a very soothing, calming energy about you, making others feel comfortable when they're in your energy, when they're in your energetic field. Okay. Let's get a closing message using the Psychic Tarot. And look, bottom of the deck we have, or this on the split, firm foundation. Make me look back on the number 44. And patience and planning, which is, I believe, the Seven of Pentacles, and we already saw that using the light Seers. Concluding message, please, for the collective. Okay, so this card fell on the Five of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Two of Throat Chakra. Page of Swords, communication, feeling confident to express yourself, feeling worthy enough to share your wisdom, giving yourself credit, recognizing your gifts and abilities, and sharing those gifts with others. So that makes me think that using your throat chakra in some way, yes, we already mentioned teaching. That is how you'll be creating your material and spiritual prosperity, your Wheel of Fortune. Anything else you'd like the collective to know? Love begins. Yeah, we already mentioned love. Ace of Cups. Doing something that you love, but yes, giving. Sharing your energy of love. Letting that flow from you once your own cup is filled to overflowing. And then being open enough, being receptive enough to receive love in all forms. In the form of potentially a romantic partner, a loving romantic partner, receiving a loving romantic partner, and receiving friendships, loyal friendships. In the form of, well, humans and also animals. Likely you have no trouble accepting and giving love to animals. Choose wisely. And why is this coming out? Look at this, the devil energy. Temptation. Choosing from a place of growth, abundance, love, as opposed to choosing from the energy of fear and worry. Making choices based on what makes you feel good. What lights you up. To not settle. The possibilities for you are limitless. And as you continue to energetically upgrade, elevating your consciousness, you're realizing this more and more, just how limitless the possibilities for your life are. Transformation, look at that. It landed on the hematite. Transformation, rebirth. Now I'm curious, what is... Oh, I think, do I have... No, I don't see it. It fell... I'm just curious, hematite, the meaning, because that transformation card landed on the hematite or hematite crystal. Certainly for me, I use it for grounding. Okay, yeah. Hematite is a grounding and protective iron oxide mineral symbolizing stability. Well, there you go, stability. What we read about in reading about number 44, stability, mental clarity. Okay, and we saw Ace of Swords, King of Swords, and energy shielding. Hematite is an iron oxide mineral known for its metallic luster and dense, heavy feel, making it one of the most abundant iron ores on Earth. Its name comes from the Greek word hema, meaning blood, because when crushed, it produces a deep red powder, earning in the nickname bloodstone. Interesting. Okay, I think this I believe is dragon bloodstone. I think I have here. While commonly seen as a polished black or gray stone, this hidden red streak reflects its historical and symbolic significance. Is there a red streak here? I have no idea. Metaphysical and healing properties. Hematite is widely regarded as a stone for grounding and protection. Its weight and density are believed to create a tangible connection to the earth, helping individuals feel centered, stable, and secure. It is associated with the root chakra, which governs security and survival, and is thought to balance and clear energy, and we did read about energy clearing here when we saw the energetic upgrade card. Energy clearing blockages, to allow energies to flow more freely. Okay, promoting a sense of calm and focus, practitioners use hematite to absorb and neutralize negative energy with its reflective surface, symbolizing the deflection of unwanted influences. Hematite is also called the stone for the mind due to its connection with mental clarity, concentration, and logical thinking. Okay, and that we also, not only did we see the Ace of Swords, King of Swords, we also saw the Page of Swords, and look at her holding a book. Okay, logical thinking. Students, professionals, or anyone experiencing mental fog may use hematite to enhance focus and grounded decision making, making me think of the Seven of Cups that we saw. Making decisions from a energy of feeling grounded. Okay, an energy of stability. So not making any hasty decisions that are not aligned with your truth. Additionally, it is believed to support physical resilience, endurance, and energy recovery. Well, there you go, energetic upgrade, right? Energy recovery complementing its spiritual and emotional benefits. Historical and practical uses. Historically, hematite has been used by humans for thousands of years, including as pigments, talismans, and in early art. It has practical applications in industry such as iron ore extraction, radiation shielding, and heavy media separation. NASA has even discovered hematite on Mars. Interesting. Well, that's interesting because looking at this temptation card, the devil card, the red, it makes me think of Mars, the red planet. NASA has even discovered hematite on Mars, highlighting its geological significance and the role of water in its formation. Okay. Spirit is always reminding us to get grounded. Okay, I think I'm going to end it there. Thank you so much. Take care.